Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Kenzie Gamefowl back at you with another exclusive video, guys. And for this video right here, we're going to be speaking about your hens, and specifically after breeding season. It's just some tactics, I picked up along the way, and it's good for people that pen raise completely, and for people, some people, if they're able to, they let their hens free range after the breeding season, just to try to get back in shape, try to, replenish everything they've lost, throughout the breeding season, guys. But make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell to stay locked in with us, to make sure you get all these good informational videos, guys. We do this for y'all, trying to help everybody out as much as we can. Share the video, try to get it around, that way other people can get these tips as well. But so breeding season is not just stressful for the rooster, but typically in the United States, breeding season, at the end of breeding season, here comes the molt season. So you get hit by the breeding season, which uses, a lot of energy, a lot of nutrients, this type of thing. And then you get hit by the molting season, which also takes a lot of nutrients, a lot of energy from the chickens, just to get through. Those two parts will break a chicken down, guys. I'm not bullcrapping you. It's very hard for a chicken to go through the breeding season and the molt season back to back. And then here comes the fall, where chickens start to, regain their feathers back and whatnot, and start the process all over again. But so at the end of breeding season, before the molt's a totally different time. We'll get into that actually in another video. This is strictly breeding season. Towards the end of breeding season, guys, if you can, or at the end of breeding season, if you can let your hens free range, if you really, don't mind stuff taking a swipe at them, if you have a good area, maybe that's enclosed by netting. I know some people that have the real, they have like a net pen that's maybe 100 yards long, where they'll just let their hens free range in it. They'll put all their hens that they have, that they've been breeding over the season, they'll put them out there in that big net cage and just let them free range, until it's time, to get back into the breeding season again, to be put back with the roosters. But if you can't do that, guys, I'm going to give you a few little tips for some things to use, that if you do pen raise your chickens, that keep your hens penned up after the breeding season, you can give them a few things to try to help the digestive system get back on track, to get the nutrients back in them, the protein, the calcium, all that different types of stuff. Because like I said, laying all those eggs, especially if you hen hatch, it's even more important that you give your hens something to replenish everything they lost, because they lay all those eggs out and then they're sitting on that nest for 21 days. Some hens will sit on that nest for 2 or 3 days before they even get up. Some get up every day, but they're not moving much. They're not really eating much. They're worried about getting back to those eggs. And then when they have the little chicks, they get a little bit more excessive to getting food, because they're showing the chicks what to do, and they're constantly around them. But some supplements that you can give your chickens, one of them is calcium. Chickens use a lot of calcium in the process of making eggs. Make sure your hens have enough of it by adding crushed eggshells or oyster shells to their pens. That helps them out. Now, we've talked about oyster shells. I don't know if I actually have a video on here. I know I have one on our TikTok. You can go follow us on our TikTok, Kenzie Gamefowl 910. We speak about and have a video on oyster shells. You can buy them from different places, farmhouses, Tractor Supply, different things like that. That's a good source of calcium for your chickens, the oyster shells. Or you can just boil your eggs and crush up the shells and give it to them. And or you can break up eggs, or however you want to do it. But all those are a great source of calcium for your chickens. Electrolytes, they're important to have on hand to boost chickens' health and hydration. You can use electrolytes in the first batch of water, give to the chicks. Also, keep it on hand. It's like a first aid chicken kit, electrolytes, wormer, things like that, just to help boost up. A lot of people give electrolytes and vitamins to their chicks, and we do it a lot as well, just to make sure that you're just trying to give your chickens the best advantage to raising healthy chicks, to being healthy themselves. That way they give you the best grade of egg, the best amount of eggs. Grit. Now, people use grit for different things, but grit is just basically small rocks that get in your chicken's craw, and it helps them break down the food right, because a chicken, they don't have teeth, so they can't really break down food that well. They'll eat little pieces of rock and it'll stick in their craw, and when they eat the food, it kind of like rubs up against it and helps break down the food in them. So grit is a good thing to give. Just give it to it so often. Throw it in the pen and they'll do the rest. Okay. Probiotics. Now, probiotics is very important because probiotics, they're used for different things. They're used for a wide variety of different things. They can come in a powder form or a liquid form, guys. Probiotics can. They're used mostly when chickens need help for digestion, appetite, or their immune system. They can be useful for getting hens' digestion back in balance after a course of antibiotics. So if you have to give your chicken antibiotics or something like that, probiotics is a real good thing. Usually water soluble is what you usually come across. The probiotics, just give them to them in the water just like you would do electrolytes or something like that. The vitamins, we recommend I forgot, I'll make a video of it. The vitamins that come, it's yellow in a powder form. You just mix it into the water. It works real well. We give it to our biddies on a regular basis, and it works real well, guys. You can definitely tell the difference by giving chickens vitamins and electrolytes on a constant basis than not doing it. You know what I mean? So just a few of these things. You can rewind the video and watch it back again if you missed anything, but just those few different things right there will help your hens out at the end of breeding season and start of molting season. Like I said, we'll make a whole separate video regarding the molting process and different things we use for helping them out like that. But like I said, breeding season's real hard on the hens. They'll start to lose their feathers. The roosters are real hard on hens a lot of the times, especially if you got a real dominant rooster. She'll be wore out by the end of breeding season. Then she's got to go into the molting season, so she's like getting hit with a double whammy. You know what I mean? It's not that hard on roosters, but the hens, man, they go through a lot. And your hens is the one that's going to produce your biddies, raise your chicks up, especially if your hen hatch. We do a lot of incubator hatching. That way we can keep our hens laying for a longer amount of time. And but to each his own, guys. I hope this video might help a few of you all. Drop a comment, let me know. You can send us a message on one of our social media accounts, or drop a comment just to let us know if you have any questions or what you think about the video, guys. We appreciate you all. We have a lot more videos coming on just a wide variety of different topics. You know what I mean? Just trying to help as much people out as we can. So again, appreciate y'all, and we'll catch y'all in the next video, guys. Thanks.